Hey, what's up, you guys? Fico here, and before we begin this little rant video, I just wanted to tell you guys that I had a really good time over at Press Play. It was a lot bigger than it was last year, and I am also kind of running low on the trial for Creative Cloud, but I'm going to try to decide whether or not which version I'm going to be getting, whether it would be the complete version or it'll be just... It's just that adds another payment, a monthly payment if I do Creative Cloud. So I am sort of still kind of thinking about it. So in the meantime, I might just go back to Power Director. It might take a bit longer to do the videos, but I'm going to try to eventually get back onto the gist of things. So just wanted to say that before we begin. Now, what am I going to talk about today, you may ask? Well, I'm going to talk about denial. You know, last time I had a word, we were going to be exercising, kind of just generalizing and representing the word. It was laziness. And that was attributed to Nintendo when I was talking about the E3 efforts that they put into and trying to get people into the console. Well, today the word is denial, and it's applied yet again to Nintendo. Now, what do I have to say about Nintendo and its current direction, where it's going? Well, I have actually a couple of other articles that I wanted to talk about. I mean, I want to talk about the Wii Mini that is going to get released on the US, and I also had another article that I wanted to talk about as well, in regards to Nintendo, but today I'm going to talk about Satoru Iwata. Again, Satoru Iwata, one of the most boring individuals you will ever hear talking to you in a web video. It's going to actually, it's telling through these two articles, he doesn't seem worried at all. Now, don't get me wrong. I personally don't mind confidence. I don't mind that you believe in your company. I don't mind that you don't think that you're doomed. But there's a difference between confidence and denial. And I think Satoru Iwata is in denial. I don't think that he realizes just how it's a good idea. And I actually held it and played with it, and it feels good. I would not recommend this for the people like me, for the skilled players, for the pro gamers, for the ones that, you know, want a little more comfort, like this baby right here. This is my baby. This is the original DS. I still have it here. This is the Mario Kart version of it. Well, if you can't close it, it's a little inconvenient to take around with you, but that's not what I'm going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to talk about is that Satoru Iwata, he did this Q2's revenues meeting, I think it was just to explain the state of Nintendo, and he expressed an opinion about the upcoming launches. As you all know, Nintendo's got more competition heading their way. You got the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Both of these consoles are coming this month, and very soon, I might add. And you too. Oh God, I can't wait for this movie. But anyway, he is expressing his opinion about what is his significance for the new console launches. And I'm going to be reading directly from the article from videogamer.com. And this was sent to me by Axel. And he's a really awesome dude. So I'm going to read you what he said. And it was, other companies will launch new consoles in the overseas markets at the end of the year, but I think they focus on targeting highly skilled users. Therefore, in that sense, though the competition will heat up because new consoles will come out and there will be a war of the gamer consoles played out in media articles, we wonder if the target user will actually be the same. So in this logic, Satoru Iwata is acknowledging that the PS4 and the Xbox One is for the pro gamers, for the hardcore gamers, for the skilled players. Unlike Nintendo, which used to be like that, but now it's targeting towards a younger audience. They're making the games a lot more friendlier, and I get that that is a good strategy, but you'll hear in a moment where their priorities are really targeted at, because, you know, this isn't in no way a smart way to address what you want to do. It says, thus, in the sense that we attract consumer interested in this category of video games, I think the launch of other video game systems is also good for us because they energize the video game industry as a whole. Now, they are focusing on the easy players, and they're also focusing on the ones that have already owned a Wii, because I almost forgot to say this. He also mentioned that I'll lean more towards family use, and we are targeting those who bought Wii and would be interested in the Wii U. That is slightly different than what other companies are aiming for. Yes, Satoru Iwata, yes, you're absolutely right. Sony and Microsoft are not just banking on the people who purchase their other consoles. They are also targeting for everyone. You know? I mean, yes, it does look as though it's more for pro players. Yes, you're absolutely right. But the players and the gamers are not stupid idiots that can't figure things out. I mean, from what Satoru Iwata is saying, it sounds like the younger gamers are retarded and they cannot understand the concept. I have read articles where kids have been playing Grand Theft Auto 5. They shouldn't be, but they are. So you're telling me that they're not skilled enough? They can play a game like Minecraft, they can get into a server, and they can build worlds. You're telling me that that's way too, that isn't advanced enough? How about the fact that I know for a fact that there's a kid that's not even a teenager who plays Team Fortress 2. By the way, by supervision, and it's okay to play that game because the parents have already observed this, and he's aware of the interactions that go online. You're telling me that kids like that who play Team Fortress 2 will not be able to figure out a hardcore game console? Really? Oh my God, Jesus, dude, you're stupid. You are so stupid. You are telling me that you aren't interested in branching out. You are just interested in keeping it in the family. Well, guess what? I don't have a Wii U, and I have a Wii, and I have had every single console that you guys have. And the reason that I don't have it is the reason why nobody wants it, because it just doesn't have anything to offer. It just does not interest me in the least because there are not enough games to get me in there. Even the re-release of the Wind Waker HD, which looks beautiful, and you guys re-releases on a brand new special edition console, that still doesn't interest me because it just does not appeal. You guys did not sell me with the Wii U. You haven't sold me yet with the Wii U. You're not selling anybody with the Wii U? You're not even gonna try? Really? You're only gonna sell it for the people who already have it? Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, Satoru, you have to try to get new people. You have to get people to believe in Nintendo. You know, like you used to a long ass time ago. Did you forget how Nintendo is in the consciousness? I mean, Nintendo, I have a huge selection of Nintendo games here and down there, and you guys are not taking advantage of this. You have got to get on the ball to get more people into your console. You cannot just stay focused on the Nintendo faithful and on the people that have had the Wii. That is like survival tactics. You should not be thinking about the people you already have. You should be thinking about the people that you should go. Think of it like a restaurant. Do you want to keep going the direction you're going even though your restaurant is falling but you won't change because you're afraid that you're going to lose the customer base you already have? The customer base that you already have for a restaurant that is failing is not going to get you throughout the freaking year. You're going to die. You need new people, new blood to inject into this, and that's the problem. You guys have only sold 300,000 units between July and September. 300,000 units. You've only sold almost a little under 4 million units since the launch. Do you think those are good numbers for a launch for a next generation console? Oh, but it gets better, ladies and gentlemen, because he also did another thing, another interview. He expressed his opinion. This article is from NintendoEverything.com. And basically, he was explaining how research and development is up, but the sales are down. But Iwata, he isn't interested about that at all. In fact, they were talking about how they won't fire the staff in order to cut cost. And it's because Satoru Iwata does not see a dark future for Nintendo. He doesn't foresee anything going wrong. He basically attributes the things that are happening to Nintendo as the basic up and downs in the video game business. He basically says, oh, we're not doing that good now, but don't worry. You know what? Give it some time. We're going to be going up because that's just how the video game market is. You don't like you for a second, but then they'll take you later on. He said, restructuring the workforce is not the first option we consider, even when cost cutting is required. We do not see a dark future for Nintendo. Now I'm going to read to you everything he said about that comment. If you believe that there is no possibility of Nintendo's results improving, then you would be right about it being necessary to review the structure of the workforce and the company itself to match the scale of the business. However, I believe that there are upward and downward swings in the video game business, that Nintendo has the potential to be a larger scale business, and that in order to achieve that potential, good developers, localization capability, and the ability to sell overseas are necessary. We need a company with a lot of muscle, but a company is also has access and all that. But a company that also has excess fat, one that makes smart spending decisions. Restructuring the workforce is not the first option we consider, even when cost cutting is required. I would like you to understand that this is because I do not see a dark future for Nintendo. That's really, really nice, Satoru. You don't see a dark future for Nintendo coming? You don't foresee the end coming very soon? Before we proceed, I just knocked this phone down for no reason. I just like to go over real quick and let's talk about a little bit of the upcoming games that we are expecting. This is the bulk of what's coming up for Nintendo for the holiday season. Let's see, the games that are going to be available for the end of the year is going to be Super Mario 3D World. It's a Mario game, so, a lot of people, they believe in Mario, so, unless, of course, you don't dig, you would like a new Mario game, not Super Mario 3D Land ported into the Wii U. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is, but, ooh, you know what? Wii Party U! Wii Party U, you remember that? You remember that boring-ass game that Satoru Iwata was talking about, Wii Party U, that we weren't going to get before, and now they moved it over here as well? Yeah, that's very interesting. Ooh, you can go to the Sochi 2014 Winter Games with Mario and Sonic. That's coming out this year, too. Yeah, that title is... it's, forget Assassin's Creed 4, forget Watch Dogs... God, that was painful to say. Forget everything else that's coming out in November for these new two consoles. No. Wii Sports Club and Wii Fit U, those are where it's at, right? Yeah. Are you serious? I mean, he says these games as though he believes that these games are what's going to push Nintendo through the holiday season. No, you are wrong. Wrong. You are so wrong. I mean, will people get Super Mario 3D World? Probably, but that's one game. The other games don't sound all that fun or exciting. They really don't. I mean, yes, people might dig Wii Party U if you're you're the young audience, and then people might dig that, but you're missing the point, Satoru. The bulk of your bigger games like Bayonetta 2, Super Smash Bros., all those other big games that you said and you talked about, and the ones that people might have been a bit interested over in that Nintendo Direct that you gave in that half-assed Nintendo Direct that you gave on E3. Yeah, those games are coming next year, months after the launch of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Yes, you think that Pokemon is going to drag you on and make you good throughout this entire time. Hey, I have Pokemon X. It worked. It's a great game, and it's going to hold you up pretty good, but I just don't see what is it that you believe. Honestly, why don't you see dark times for Nintendo? There are two consoles that are definitely next generation. As much as you would love people to believe that the Nintendo is capable of doing next gen, guess what? Nobody in the game development industry, at least from what I've been noticing, believes that either. There are things that, the people just, when you see developers pulling away from your console, that means that they don't believe in the Wii U. They don't think that people are interested, and that's your fault. It's your fault. Your fault. It's directly your fault. 3 E3s in a row, and you didn't get me to care about the Wii U once. No. You might have gotten me a little excited when you got me Super Smash Brothers, and I was like, ooh, Mega Man and all that stuff added into it, and I keep hearing good news about stuff, but all I'm hearing is characters that I've seen before getting added back into the game. Nothing new. So, but still I would get it. But I stand by that promise. I said I'm not going to get a Wii U unless Super Smash Brothers comes in a pack and they expand the memory for it. If they don't expand the memory, at least lower the price more, because I am not going to purchase a Wii U Deluxe for just $100 less than what I would get for a PlayStation 4. No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Nintendo. You have gotten me to side with Sony and Microsoft. I honestly think that you guys can pull through this very good, but you need to change the direction. You need to change the tone. You need to start thinking about everyone. You cannot stop thinking about us, the pro and the skill gamers, as though you call us. You have to think about everyone. You did it before, but now that direction that you guys are using, the everyone, it's not that anymore. You guys are only just focused on the people that got a Wii, and you want people to, you're trying to convince them that the Wii U is awesome, believe in us, get it. No, you guys have to change. And Satoru Iwata, I'm sorry, but if you think that you do not foresee dark times, I honestly just think you are in just grave state of denial. Get your head out of your ass. Get your head out of your dick hole. Get started. Get your heads together. And do something. Do something. You guys are the things that you are doing right now, they're holding you above, just slightly above water, but you're not going to survive the next generation if you guys don't change. I'm sorry. And that's my thoughts. So, will Nintendo grace us? Maybe a Zelda game is going to be announced for E3. Hey, I sure as hell hope so, because they need a draw. They need something to draw people into the Wii U. Not just Smash Brothers, and not just games that were done on the 3DS and then ported over to the console. So, anyway, guys, that's my opinions. That's just what I think, and I'm going to link the articles down below so y'all can read them. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you want. It'll help. And also, I've linked down below my social media sites, my Facebook and my Twitter. They're both linked down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have an opinion about this, leave it in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. My name is Fico. This was my gaming mind. And Catching Fire's coming this month too. Yes! This month's gonna be awesome.